when it comes to our people and our relationships, there's no love between man. No love. The streets, no love. Even in this truth, no love. Sing though. You broke so many rules in school. I took the blame for you. I guess I was the fool. Twinkling of an eye. These days go so fast. Yeah. I remember all the self-inflicted wounds, sitting in my room, asking, am I doomed? What will it take to get my mind right and put this pain in hindsight? Let me shine without no limelight. Rip apart your flesh through your ears, that's a sound bite. Glory to the Father, give us grace through these dark nights. Grateful for the wisdom on a mission, it ain't nothing slight. Everything changed, found out I was an Israelite. Raised amongst robbers and thieves, but they paid the price. Never been on in the streets, niggas living trife. Bullets rain through the block, hit everything in sight. Sloppy shooters with Rugers, better get your life. If you ain't got no pistol on you, better get your knife. If it's kill or be killed, I'm going home tonight. The wealth captain turned this to a school of gladiators. Now your brother's bloodthirsty, got the demons salivate. They turned the streets to a school of gladiators, no love. They turned the streets to a school of gladiators, no love. There's no love. What is done can't be undone. What a conundrum. You acting like you done something, but it was written. Your pride to get you smitten. You be moving different. Just stay out my jurisdiction. To the Lord I committed. Give a damn if you offended. 2020 with the visions. Every time we read the scriptures, it's killing superstition. The day of judgment coming. It's evil all among us. Every time they cross the line, these angels getting summoned. In the fullness of the body of Christ, the light shines. Let the truth be revealed. It's all in the right time. They claim to be saints. They looking like pythons, feasting their eyes on sheep that they might rob. It's something in the air. The leaders are all gone. The preachers is all talk, no bite, it's all bark. They can have the sidewalks, I had enough for the block. Broken bottles, white chalk, but we used to be ox. They turned the truth to a school of gladiators, no love. They turned the truth to a school of gladiators, no love. There's no love.
Start off.
These days go by so fast.
Honor, glory, and power.
You got everybody versus.
You know, today is the transferring of sins, man. Secondhand sins. Now check this out. We're going to have to go into the scripts and we're going to have to go into some historical references for us to actually investigate this whole custom that has been, overlooked and has been looked upon as normal, which is the shaking of their hands. But if we look in the scriptures, man, we're going to see that there are some powerful implications behind contact, human on human contact. So with that being said, let me handle that. And, let me check the audio. Okay, yeah, we cool. All right. So I'm gonna share the screen. And we're going to start at Leviticus 16 and 20. And see, we're going to look in the inside of the Torah. We're going to look inside of the laws. And we're going to find the foundation behind the concept of what is transpiring when we are making contact with our hands. Now, let me share my screen. All right. And we go to verse 20 in chapter 16 of the book of Leviticus. And we see right here it says, and when a man has made an end of reconciling the holy place, tabernacle of the congregation, and all, he shall bring the live goat, and Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the live goat. He shall lay what? Both his hands upon the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions, and all their sins, putting them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away, hand of a man into the wilderness. So you see right here within this verse, this is a biblical construct of the transferring of sins onto others. So see, when we are shaking hands out there in public, shaking hands with people upon your greeting or upon meeting them for the first time, these are things that if you really understood, you wouldn't be pulling these type of stunts. If you actually have real, true, biblical, and ancient knowledge, you would know that these are actually big no-nos when it comes down to the Bible. Watch this real quick. Before we go any further, we're going to go to Proverbs 17. And we see at Proverbs 17 and 18, it's going to back up what I just said. It says, a man void of understanding strikes hands and becomes surety in the presence of his friends. Because you don't understand the deep spiritual implications behind you putting your hands on another man like that. When we are praying, we lift up our hands. That right there to let you know that your hands is a spiritual antennae. It works as a receiver / receptor of spiritual information. That's the reason why we pray with our hands up. It's to properly prostrate or to position yourself in the proper way in order for you to actually get your petition properly through the real spiritual channels. Yeah, I said it. It's a spiritual antenna. But a man void of understanding, that doesn't understand these spiritual things that I mentioned, he becomes surety in the presence of his friends. Striking hands. A man void of understanding strikes hands. So back to what we were looking at. Now watch this. So after the sins of the Israelites gets transferred over by the laying on of these hands, these are not just ceremonial practices that has no real effect behind them. No. I beg to differ. These are the formulas This is the blueprint on how really reality actually works. We as the creations of the Most High, as one of actually as the top creations of the Most High, the creation that's made in His image and in His similitude, we have some spiritual characteristics about ourselves that this society would like you to not be aware of. They want you to think that you are powerless. All you need to do is just go ahead and just, follow along the suit and stick to the status quo. But the scriptures is telling us a completely different kind of existence. These people were able to put their hands onto this goat. And when these people put their hands on this animal, this is not just a person symbolically making this move. This is actually literally happening. This is for real. The sins literally gets translated or transferred from a group of people onto this animal. He said, putting them upon the head of the goat. Putting it what? Not the hands, but now the sins. Confessing all the iniquities, all the transgressions, and the sins. He put them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. And the goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities. But the goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities unto a land not inhabited. And he shall let the he goat into the wilderness. He shall let the goat, he shall let go the goat in the wilderness. So, boom, right there, that solidifies what was already being derived from the context in the verse right beforehand, which is these sins are being transferred by just the laying on of the hands. And it went on to the goat. And the goat now has these sins that was confessed onto now on that goat. That's the reason why it says a man void of understanding will become surety for his friends. You sit in there and you're like, they'll say something. We all sit in the crowd as black folks, and we'll be like, somebody will say something, whatever. Oh yeah, man, that's why, I didn't punch that dude right in the nose. You feel me? And then they'll go out for your hand. And it's just like automatic. Because that's just something that we got used to doing growing up. It's automatic. It was just boom. You shake his hand. All right, yeah. Man, that wasn't supposed to have been done. You're not supposed to do that. And you got to think about it. And where did that even come from? Where did that come from? Because we wasn't doing this all our lives. You probably wasn't pulling this stunt when you was in the first grade. You wasn't saying stuff. Yeah, something. You feel me? And then shaking somebody's hand. You're like, no, you learned that later on down the years as you start becoming a little bit more cooler and more streetwise. Well, but who started that? Because whoever started that, either they were completely stupid and they got taken advantage of, and they just ended up hitting it right on the head to just find some further, more self-destructive techniques that they can implement on black people, or this was done purposefully. Or somebody actually literally was like, all right, I'm going to be a double agent today, and I'm going to go around and pretty much try to teach these dudes to, slap hands when you say something stupid or say something destructive or say something backwards. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, Because they look up to me as an OG or whatever. They look up to me as a cool guy. So when I say something whack, I'm gonna look at the next dude. And I'm gonna make sure he shakes my hand. And you're like, dang. In the scripture, it says like these hands that we doing these are these are sin transfers. They transfer sins. You can have a sin on you, and you can put your hand on an animal, and the sins will go into the animal. You might have to say something or whatever, but the act still stands. Now watch this. So we look in the scripture, and he says, and Aaron shall not come into the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall put off the linen garments which he put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. So after he just now touched this animal and put the sins on the animal, guess what happens now? Aaron has become completely defiled. Look, and he
because he transferred them sins. You gotta, you know what I mean?
Once he transferred them sins, his hands were still on that animal. And that rendered him unclean instantaneously. And he said, and he shall wash his flesh with water in the holy place, and put on his garments, and come forth, and offer his burnt offering, and the burnt offering of the people, and make an atonement for himself and for the people. And the fat of the sin offering shall he burn upon the altar. And they say, no, that was just part of the process initial. I'm like, okay, let's see. And now watch what happens to the homeboy that had his hands on the goat, that took the goat out to the wilderness. Remember? Because there was supposed to be a fit man, a strong man. You know what I mean? You got to get this fit man into the wilderness by the hand of the fit man. Okay, well, what does the fit man got to do? And he that let the goat for the scapegoat, excuse me, my bad, I don't know why I keep missing the word goat. And he that let go the goat for the scapegoat shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward come into the camp. What? He shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward come into the camp. That right there was everybody that had contact, that made physical contact with that goat at that moment now, had to go through a purification process because they were no longer clean.
Yeah, because they put forth their hands to that sin.
They put forth their hand on just to that sin. That's exactly the words, man. Isn't that profound? Now, watch this. We go to 2 John, and we go all the way to the New Testament, and they understood this. Well, 2 John, verse 8. He says, look to yourselves, that we lose not those things which we have worked up or worked for, but that we receive a full reward. What? But that we receive a full reward. So now he's letting you know. Now this is a precursor statement to let you know that something is in jeopardy. All right. So look to yourselves, or cover your tail, like the way that we say today. Cover your tail, that you lose not on the things that you have worked for, but that you receive a full reward. Whosoever transgresses and abides not in the doctrine of Christ has not God.
So visit Carvana.com or download the app to shop for review. Carvana will drive you happy.
Whosoever transgresses and abides not in the doctrine of Christ has not God. He that abides in the doctrine of Christ, he has both the Father and the Son. Clear distinction. You got two different parties that exist on earth. You got those that abides in the doctrine of Christ, and then you got those that don't. In this verse, there wasn't any third category for anybody to fit in. It's either you're with it or you're not. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, what doctrine? Doctrine of Christ. Receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. Like when when we say, all right, man, be safe, man. Or, all right, man, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'll see you later. These are all things that, in a more of a spiritual setting, we would know that these things would be predicated upon the grace and the protection of God. So when you're saying these things, whether you know it or not, you're still kind of utilizing it the same way. If you wish somebody farewell and a goodbye and hope I see you later, these are all things that has to be done through the grace of God. That's all. I'm not trying to make a stretch or nothing, but what I'm doing is just making an even comparison, or an equal equivalent. I guess I think I doubled up on the word equal, so I could have just said I'm making an equivalency. I'm making a equivalency between bidding somebody Godspeed, which is something that we don't really say or we don't do today, or unless we do it by just the concept. And now today I can actually hone in on the concept that might fit along with this concept of a historical bidding somebody of Godspeed. It'll be like, all right then, see you later, man, or be safe. For he that bids him Godspeed is what? Is partaker of his evil deeds. That's the same thing as secondhand sin. And how do we bid people Godspeed? By shaking of the hand. By giving the half hug. Look, this is what bidding Godspeed means. Bid them rejoice, have a good day. Bid them glad, have a nice day. Bid them joy, yo, what's up? Bid them hell, yo, C's up, G's up, whatever, all the stuff. Greeting, just a general greeting. So it can be just a hi, hello, how are you, or have a nice day, good morning. No, man, how you gonna try to tell a sinner? How you gonna tell a wicked, perverse spirit on earth, have a nice day? Have a good morning. A good morning to who? A good morning to the devil is the destruction of one of your people or more. Think about it. If you really think about the real statements that you're saying, and let's put these statements into reality. You telling a wicked devil, have a nice day or see you later. Why would you tell a demonic person that you hope to see them later? They're demonic. You shouldn't hope to see demonic people later. You shouldn't hope demonic people have a nice day. You're supposed to be on the same page as the Most High God.
Have a day that God wants you to have. How's that one?
You should have a day that you deserve.
Have a day that you deserve.
I told that to a person once, and that person did not leave me alone for a while.
Purchase your tracks today.
Oops. So hail, all hail, or joyfully, or look, farewell. So to bid somebody Godspeed is all the stuff that we say, right? To be well, thrive in salutations, hail at the beginning of letters, to give one greeting or salute. So it's either at the beginning or the end of your communication or contact with somebody. You're not supposed to bid him Godspeed if this person does not come up to you. Excuse me. If he does not come up unto you and brings not this doctrine. receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed, because he that bids him Godspeed is a partaker of his evil deeds. It's that simple. And a lot of the times we things through, like obviously they were doing back in the days too, through the hand shaking. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not your hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. So these are transferring of sins. Once again, a transferring and exchanging of someone else's sins. That doesn't even make no sense. That's the reason why these people got us sitting around here high-fiving each other, slapping hands and all that. Because you don't understand what you're really doing.
When you go for a job interview, they make you shake their hand.
Yeah.
They even teach you, you know what I mean, when you like, you know what I mean, when you're a young adult and you're getting into like the workforce, they teach you to shake hands. They look into their eyes.
Yeah. You go to court, your public defender shakes your hand. Hey, how you?
Oh, he's back.
Hello, what happened? What happened? What happened?
You fell off.
I just dropped off.
Just dropped off.
Okay.
Dropped off in Exodus.
So we good now? Y'all can see my screen?
Nope, can't see the screen. Hey.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get right here to the scripture, and it's going to just strictly just get you the straight heads up and wrap this all up in the package. So we're gonna go to 1 Timothy 5:22. Look at that. Lay hands suddenly on no man, neither be partaker of other men's sins. Keep yourself pure. Right back to that Leviticus 16 and 20 through 26.
Wait, what do you mean by that 5 and 22?
Lay hands suddenly on no man. Don't just go and shake anybody's hand. That's laying hands suddenly. To lay hands suddenly is to walk up and people just take your hand. You just lay hands.
Oh, my bad.
Suddenly.
What you say? Say that again. My bad. I couldn't really hear.
He said, lay hands suddenly on no man. So when we walk up to people, and people walk up to you in a greeting fashion, they extend hands.
Lay hands suddenly.
To lay hands.
Oh, okay, I thought it meant like squabbling or something. No. Because look it, you know it's not squabbling because it says neither be partakers of other men's sins. Keep thyself pure. So it's not talking about squabbling.
Right.
But didn't you just Exodus, right? Put not forth your hands.
Yeah, Exodus 23 and 1. Put
Exodus
not
23.
forth thy hands. See, look.
Neglect
Verse
not the
54
gift
and
that is in
14.
thee.
Neglect not the gift that is in you, which was given you by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. So it doesn't mean that you got beat up by the presbytery. You know,
Right.
that'd be
I'm
messed
laying
up. You know what I'm saying?
on the hands.
You know, if you looked at it like that, oh, so
And
you
we
gotta
just
jump in or don't immediately jump in, nobody? Like, kind of, but no, just the shaking of the hands is actually enough.
right, and we just went through. My bad.
Go ahead.
We just went through that scripture in Leviticus when the priests they had to lay the hands on the head of the goat and transfer the sins from them and the children of Israel to this goat and send the goat off. You know what I mean? That was also a form of the laying of the hands.
That's where it comes from. When we first see the laying on of the hands. Yes, he's right. And then in this time, a time of with the apostles doing their ministry, they were laying on of the hands, but not giving people their sins. They were giving them the Holy Spirit.
Whoa, hey, you know what? That's crazy. That's why the Christian people be laying their hands on people's foreheads and stuff.
Yeah, and I also thought that was like that. Like you can't start putting lay hands on people and bring demons out and stuff.
Right.
I didn't know which one though. I was like, either that or it's that.
Yeah, man. Man.
God did. I could very
Now watch this. Y'all see the screen? Look. The history of the handshake dates back to the 5th century BC in Greece. It actually goes back further than that. It actually does. Look what it says. It is a symbol of peace, showing that neither person was carrying a weapon. During Roman era, the handshake was actually more of an arm grab. What was the purpose of shaking hands? The handshake may have originated in prehistory as a demonstration of peaceful intent, since it shows that the hands hold no weapon. That's cap. That's in between white on white. Watch this. Another possibility is that it originated as a symbolic gesture of mutual commitment to an oath or promise. That goes down to the Hebraic fashion on how they saw the laying on of the hands. If you shaking somebody's hands, it's because, man, you trusted that this person was an upright human being.
Yeah, no, that handshake still means that too. It's like an oath, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, some, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then like they basically like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you agree, and then you put and they put their hand forth. And then if you shake it, that means you're agreeing to what they just said. Like, yeah, now not that. Say, for instance, if they talking wickedly, yeah, man, that dude talking crap, so I knocked him out. Excuse my language. Yeah, and then you feel me, and then they put their hand out, and then you shake it. You just, you know what I mean, agreed to that whole condition.
Yes, you just now made an agreement, an oath, a commitment to an oath or a promise. Two hands clasping each other represents the sealing of a bond.
Yeah, or my bad. Let me rephrase that. If somebody says, "Yeah, next time I see this dude, I'm gonna bust him in his mouth," you feel me, and then put his hand out. You shook his hand to that, so you are agreeing, and you both made a commitment that this dude is finna bust this dude in the mouth next time you see him.
Yes, you just now co-signed.
And you're gonna be expecting that when you see this dude. If this dude sees this person ever again, you'll be expecting him to hit him in the mouth.
Correct. You just now condone the behavior also.
Yeah.
Which takes us right back to Exodus 23.
You could have stopped that. You could have
The
avoided it. Like,
condoning
no,
of
man, brother,
negative
you ain't gotta
behavior.
do all that.
Look, check it out. This is just the condoning of negative behavior. Thou shalt not raise a false report, putting out your hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. That falls right in line with what you just said. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to pervert judgment. Thou shalt neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. If thou meet your enemy's ox or his ass going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the ass of him that hates you lying under his burden, and would forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help him. You shall not pervert the judgment of your poor in his cause. Keep you far from a false matter. And the innocent and righteous slay thou not, because I will not justify the wicked. So you just like, oh man, you got to make sure that you're judging matters correctly. Even if somebody is not even sinning, you determining what should be done or how you respond to somebody doing something still puts you inside of the
At Carvana, we're in the business of driving you
bad
happy
area.
and saving you time. That's why we
You
have
are no
thousands of
longer
car
in the
options to
clear.
purchase online and
When if
offer
you
as soon as
just
next day
see
delivery.
somebody
Visit
or
Carvana.com
hear somebody
or
saying some
download the
crazy
app to
stuff
shop reviews.
that they're going to do or they have done, you don't say nothing, or you hear people about to go do something, you're not supposed to justify their behaviors. Say, man, I'm gonna have to kill this one dude. You ain't supposed to say like, yeah, you know what I mean. We do, you know what I mean. I know how it is when, you know what I'm saying, somebody does something. You know what I mean. You're like, no, you're not supposed to say nothing like this. That right there, you just now took on sin. You just now transferred whatever the heck that he's planning on, whatever sin that he was planning on doing, whether he does it or not. Just by you saying like, yeah, man, I agree, man, you should do something about that. You just now took on that sin.
Man.
That I'm trying to tell you, stuff that's happening with the music. It's the same stuff that's happening with the lyrics that you listen to, and people are nodding their heads. They're saying, yeah, they're agreeing with it. These are all taken on or being involved in the transfer of sin. That's being involved in the transferring of sin.
You fell off again, man. Yo. Y'all. He fell off again. Battle Axe should be coming back right now. I'm giving him a text right now or a call.
He can't be messing up on a lesson like that, man. That was good lesson, good learning.
He messing up on a lesson.
You left?
No, he dropped off. That's it. He messing up on a lesson. My bad, y'all.
My bad, I caught it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
No, man,
What's up, man?
them, hey, man, hey, Satan, man, these is his devices, man. Satan don't like when this truth come out.
Hey, I noticed
Satan
that
don't
when we
like.
was praying last night too. How we had like 2 different distractions, but with the fake spaceship, and then the lady was all like, "Pull your pants up" in the middle of prayer.
Yeah.
It was 2. I noticed that was the devil. I noticed.
Yeah, that's crazy, young. Like, cause I'm not even doing it. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, damn, what's going on? Why does it keep doing that?
Man, the truth is coming out. That's what's going on. When that truth is coming out, man, you know, Satan got to get involved. He want to try to snatch that word away, but you won't, Satan. We still back on it. You know what I mean? We got battle axe for the house about this, putting forth for the hands, man, and being an unrighteous witness to these ungodly people when they talking negative amongst about their brothers.
Huh? You see, did we leave off, or did you guys catch the part when it comes from Babylon?
Nope.
Hell no.
Yeah, check this out. I thought y'all caught that. Oh, so I went off for a minute.
Yeah. And another thing. Hey, have you ever heard of this guy named Emerge McVeigh, the brain bully?
Nuh-uh.
This dude, man, he be hypnotizing, quote unquote, hypnotizing people, right? And then after he hypnotizes them, he'll touch their hands, and then like whatever he says that's gonna happen, they do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll hold their hand.
Right.
He's now when he's holding their hand and shaking it, everything he's saying, you know what I mean, whatever he says to them, it happens.
Damn.
He's like, now listen, man, you gonna do this, and then they'll start doing it.
That's that he making a covenant with them.
Yeah.
By him touching their hands. Their hands is a what's the word I'm trying to use?
A receptor.
It's like hot wiring. It's like a hot wire. You know what I mean? It's like hot wiring in a car. Just bypassing all the safety mechanisms and tapping in straight in and getting straight into you. That's what it does.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Instead of me sitting here and you have to convince me of doing something and convince me of sinning. If I shake your hand about you saying that you're sinning, you just now bypassed all of the stuff that would account for me not sinning. You got straight to the core, straight to the source. It's like, oh snaps, man. So me not even sinning, me not being an alcoholic. It's like this: a dude's an alcoholic, and I'm like, I don't drink alcohol because, you know what I'm saying, getting all drunk and stuff, I think that's a sin. Doesn't say that that's what people are saying. They're like, okay, that's cool, man. But I get drunk, man. You know, I love to get drunk. Hey, you know what? I can't be mad at you about that. And then you shake my hand. You just now bypassed all of the stuff that I just now did. All right?
Right.
So for me to be able to say, hey, man, I don't drink alcohol. I think that's a sin.
Hey,
not even valid anymore. You just now made that. You just bypassed all my defense mechanisms for that sin by just shaking your hand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, you want me to show you a video of what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? So you can see, you know what I mean? Even so the audience can see. Man, what this word is saying, it's true, man. It's not false. I can share it if you want me to.
You got it?
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna share the screen.
While doing that, let me show you guys this Babylon real quick.
All right.
Go ahead for a second. See this? The history of the shake. Boom. You see that? Man, come on.
King of the hand.
Come on.
Ain't that crazy right there?
Yeah.
This is Babylon and Assyria right here. He says the handshake has existed in some form or another for thousands of years, but its origins are somewhat murky. One popular theory is that the gesture began as a way of conveying peaceful intentions by intending their empty right hands, strangers to show that they were not holding weapons. All right? And bore no ill will toward one another. Some suggest that the up and down motion of the handshake was supposedly to dislodge any knives or daggers that might be hidden up a sleeve. Yet another explanation is that the handshake was a symbol of good faith when making an oath or promise. When they clasped hands, people showed that their word was a sacred bond. You see that? So if I sit there and say, man, you know, because I ain't nothing but a killer. I'll kill somebody, and then you come and shake my hand. That was a sacred bond that was just made. That just was some real deep and dark inner places of the mind and the spirit that is going to play out in a destructive manner in our lives. Man. That's just what it does. That's why we have a weird ass. Excuse my language. That's why we got a weird culture that doesn't even make any sense. Like somebody says something and you give them a high five. White folks, when they meet and stuff, they handling business. Other than that, they ain't even talking. White folks, they don't do like what we do, just stand around talking all the time with each other. They be running to and fro. Black folks just be standing around talking, kind of condoning each other's negative behavior. Read it on. It said, an agreement can be expressed quickly and clearly in words. The historian Walter Burke once explained, but is only made effective by a ritual gesture. Open, weaponless hands stretched out toward one another, grasping each other. Ritual handshake. One of the earliest depictions of a handshake is found in a 9th century BC relief, which shows the Assyrian king Shalmaneser III pressing the flesh ruler to seal an alliance. And we know who the Babylonians were, man. These were straight demonic, worshiping, pagan, ritualistic demon nation of people, man. The epic poet, Homer, described handshakes several times in his Iliad and Odyssey, most often in relation to displays of trust. The gesture was also a recurring motif in the 4th century BC Greek funerary art. Gravestones will often depict the deceased person shaking hands with a member of their family, signifying either a final farewell or an eternal bond between the living and the dead. You see how it's starting to sound a little bit more now darker, mystical.
Hey, it's my bad, Finn Harris. So what's going on, right? Is you're slowing down, right? You pause for a little bit, and then you came back, and then it made you like talk real fast.
Oh man, all right, man.
Purchase your tracks today.
The demons, man. That's all I can say, man. Nothing I can say. My battery ain't even that low. My signal ain't even weak. I don't know what to tell you. They just don't want this word coming out. Shaking hands is Babylonian, my people. Stop shaking hands.
Oh, that's me. You ready for this one?
Yeah, they messing me up. So maybe we can just watch what you got.
Oops, my bad. All right, bingo. You see it?
Yep.
Now watch this. See it? See him? He's laying the hands.
Yeah.
Look. Oh. He's doing all this with his hand. You see him? he touches his hand, and then he'll move his hand, and like he'll put his hand above his finger, and then he'll move his hand, and then the dude's hand will start moving up unwillingly. Look, touch it.
Have your QR code out.
Look, here we go. Boom. See that?
Put his hand in his head.
Yeah. Went right to bed.
Damn.
See? No, this dude got videos. This dude be doing stuff with the hand.
Right, and you know the T is for Tammuz. That cross.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's an ancient. That's just an ancient T. That's one of the first letters for T to represent Tammuz.
That right there. Oh, so the quote unquote the Catholic cross is Talmud.
Yes, it's actually a Babylonian pagan deity symbol for Tammuz. That's crazy, man. Yeah, you see that, man? The laying on of the hands, man. That's why it's like, oh, this stuff comes from Babylon. This stuff is rooted in the occult. It's real deep and dark and creepy when you start digging into it also. You see that?
Khan. Maranatha, King Sel, Marakayel.
Shalom, Marakayel. What's happening out there? Akmalak, Marakayel, Akyal Sa, Akzikiel, Spy Dre, everybody else. Shalom. Now check this out. Oops. You see how it says gravestones would often depict the deceased person shaking hands with a member of their family, signifying either a final farewell or the eternal bond between the living and the dead. In ancient Rome, meanwhile, the handshake was often used as a symbol of friendship and loyalty. Pairs of clasped hands even appeared on Roman coins.
Damn.
So this is something that our enemies was doing, man. You can go and look more into this stuff, you know, and you'll find that it's rooted in witchcraft. It got a lot to do with spells. Like, look, I'm gonna show you. Watch this. I'm not gonna read none of this stuff, but just look. This just shows you that. I'm gonna type in witchcraft.
Purchase your tracks today.
Witchcraft and handshakes. You see that?
Yeah.
Witch's handshake. Witch hand. Spell book. Witchboard. Witch's handshake. Witch broom. Right here. Every witch say signature handshake. And Daniel and Mac let you know in on their super secret signature handshake. They doing this ritualistic transferring of spirits and sins to the kids on Nickelodeon. That's what it really is doing. What is the witch's greeting handshake? All right. Oh no, I can't read all that. You get what I'm saying though? I can't read everything, but I'm like, just a light Google search, and you can see that there is witches handshake quotes have been tagged as witches handshake spells. See that? This is the stuff that's going on. Witches use handshakes for spells. In the Bible, it's telling us that these handshakes are transferences of sins. You know that if a sinful lifestyle will bring destruction. Is that right or wrong?
No, that's right. That's right.
So a sinful lifestyle bringing destruction will make it to where you would be skeptical to these things, right?
Oh.
When God says that He sends, He said there be spirits in the book of Sirach, chapter 29 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that sent them. Fire, hail, famine, and death, all these are created for vengeance. So we're like, dang. So this stuff right here is when you are sinning, you are a person that's going to be destroyed. Right? Because to the sinners, all these things are good for the godly. Talking about water, fire, iron, salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these is good for the godly. And also to the sinner, they are turned into evil.
Damn.
So and the sinner gets these evils, which are their spirits that are created for the vengeance of their evils, which in their fury they lay on sword strokes. Today, in the English terminology, we are understood to identify these type of spirits as demons. So you're transferring demons in all actuality. You shaking hands, you just not receive or co-sign someone's sin. You co-sign their sin, you got that sin upon your shoulders now too. You just now adopted their sins. You didn't even do them. You was in the clear. You didn't even have to go out like that. That's why in 1 Timothy 5:22, he lets you know, man, stay pure. Don't be suddenly laying on hands of nobody. Don't lose what you've been working for. You're like, wow. You're like, why? You're like, man, because when you take on somebody's sins, you're going to be sins. The wages of sin is death. And if you got death coming towards you, you're going to be hitting with some demonic spirit. So you can look at the best way to look at it as, if I shake your hand, I'm inviting your spirits. I'm inviting your demons in. What? Like, yeah, because I just now co-sign all your stupid stuff that you do. All the sins that you commit, I'm in one way or another supporting your negative behavior, honestly. Because I'm supposed to have condemned that stuff.
Yeah. Rebuke your brother in any wise.
Let me see.
Suffer not sin upon him. You feel me?
Con.
Purchase your tracks today.
Let me see. Where was that? Yeah, it's up here. Let me see.
Yeah, we supposed to be following Leviticus 19 and 17, man. When you sitting there and people is talking about doing sins, man, and you sitting there shaking your hand to that, man, you agreeing. You ain't going against it. You going against the commandment.
That's right. Right. Like right here. I guess this is a good one right here. Shoot, man, I have to start at 1. I don't know what else to do. He said, be you therefore followers of God as dear children, and walk in love as Christ also has loved us, and has given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling Savior. But fornication and all uncleanness and covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becomes saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, that's clowning around, clowning people, you know what I'm saying, or trying to be a clown. That neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving thanks. Because there's always a time to, there's a time for everything. There's even a, but if you out there frolicking around in the streets, it's not advised in the script. It tells us to not let this be named among us. So we can't be known for being filthy. You can't be known for having foolish talkings. You can't be known for jesting. You can't be known for those things. He said, which are not convenient. Can't be known for getting them inconvenient, but rather giving thanks. For this you know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, who is an idolater, has any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Let no man deceive you with vain words, because of these things comes the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. So these vain words are the same things that's going to get those evil spirits on you, because when you're getting that wrath of God on you, that wrath of God is going to be instituted through these spirits that we just now read in Sirach 39 and 28. So let no man deceive you with vain words. For because oh man, when I ride at night or whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about, rap music. Don't let these dudes deceive you with some vain words. Because of these things come the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not you, therefore, partakers with them. And you say, how am I doing that? I didn't shake no hand when I'm listening to no music. Leviticus 5. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he has seen it or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
God.
So it doesn't matter whether you shook his hands or whether you just sat there and idly stayed silent. It's like, well, I'm not going to ruffle any feathers. That right there is sin. You just now brought on you invited secondhand sin upon yourself, and you are no longer clean. You don't got a clean slate.
Yeah, the people that sit there and shake people's hands when they saying negative stuff, they are bearing their sins. They're agreeing with it. That's why they put forth their hands. They don't say nothing against it either. They be like, for real, and shake their hand. Like, oh.
Yeah. And sometimes they say, I got in the habit of doing it before, man. Somebody said it to me, and they said something that I didn't even agree with, and I still shook their hand.
Yeah, me too.
And then I thought to myself, like, man, why the hell did I shake his hand? I ain't with that. I was just stupid. He said, lay hands suddenly on no man, not to be partakers.
That was that spirit, man.
Huh?
That's that Wawak Kadash, man, the spirit.
Yeah, that was the spirit. Like letting you know, like, nah, nigga, you got to get out of this habit.
Just like Abraham, when he was growing up and his pops was having him do all the stuff, the spirit was in him. And he was like, man, what's up with all this vanity?
Yeah.
That was all in his mind. Like, his mind was letting him know, like, even though he was still doing what his pops asked him to do, like sell the stuff and all that, he was still thinking, like, man, this is bullshit.
Right.
Like, excuse my language.
Like, this ain't sitting with me well.
Right. Man, see, that's that spirit.
Yeah. That's real. And that's why I'm looking at this, and I was like, Dang. That reminded me, even First Timothy 5:22, it reminds me of Leviticus 5. And it reminds me of Exodus 23. I think it covers both of them, honestly. He says, lay hands suddenly on no man. That's Exodus 23 and 1. He said, neither be partakers of men's sins. That's Leviticus 5.
Listening to him say it. Yeah. Dang, because we already know what the laying of the hands is. I didn't even see that shit just now. Like, the laying of the hands is putting forth your hand. You know what I mean? And then being partakers of men's sins is listening to what they're talking about and not even speaking up against it. So keep yourself pure.
Keep yourself pure. And that's clear. It was like just touching someone that is filled with sin has defiled you. We know that from Leviticus 16:20-26.
That'll make you unclean till evening. Every time you do it. But if you don't ever wash, you will always be unclean. But whenever you do wash after you touch somebody that is unclean or that is, you know what I mean, a sinner, you after you wash, you'll be unclean until the next day, evening.
But what happens if you don't wash?
You're unclean.
You just stay unclean?
Yeah.
Or is it your sin remains upon you?
Yes. You bear their iniquities.
You still have that sin.
Yeah.
Which makes you not clean. Which making you not clean is the sin. Think about it.
That's
right. What's the substance that makes you not clean? Sin. If we're going to be talking about spirituality senses, in the physical realm, it's dirt.
Yeah.
But in the spiritual realm, it'll be something that you either done or something that you co-signed. See, that's the thing. Nobody is even highlighting the serious implications behind co-signing. Everybody's only covering their own sins. Everybody's like, hey, I believe in God. I love me some Christ. He's my personal Lord and Savior. You're like, all right, okay, it's all about you. You're like, but what about co-signing other people's sins? Oh no, I don't debate. It says in the Bible I'm not supposed to be arguing with the word. I'm like, first off, I've never seen that verse. I'm not in there, but feel free to show me. Secondly, like, you ever heard of Leviticus 19 and 17? You ain't supposed to be allowing people.
Another thing is the justice system. Y'all say, for instance, if you with somebody and they do something and you're with them and you both get locked up, you're going to be charged for the same thing that they're getting charged for because you were with them.
Right. Even if you weren't with them, if they can prove that I was around while you planned that say you planned a robbery and I was there. And let's say I even told you, like, well, maybe you guys ought to take a right instead of that turn because I know that area and it can get kind of confusing. Just take a right when you cross that street. Or, man, you know what, man? When y'all pull that lick off, man, make sure you don't forget me. Did you know that you can be charged for conspiracy?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree.
And you ain't even got to be there.
You ain't got to be there at all. If they can prove that you had something to do with it, you're going down too.
Yeah. Even if they say, hey, Akmalak, should I rob the Pizza Hut or should I rob the Little Caesars? You're right. I don't think that you should rob the Little Caesars. And then they rob Pizza Hut. They can tell the police that, yeah, this all started on, on the couch with Akmalak. We asked him, which store did we rob? And he said Little Caesars. I mean, he said we shouldn't do Little Caesars. But we did the Pizza Hut. Nigga, they'll come for you too.
Yeah.
From co-signing, hand signing. You didn't you had you had nothing to do with that. You don't rob
Yeah,
at all.
I know this dude, man. I know these two dudes. You know what I mean? That one of the dudes went and took somebody's chain, right? And then when they snapped, it was an old lady. They snatched her chain. The dude snatched her chain. She ended up dying. She ended up falling and dying. But the dude gets away and goes into the car, and now both of them dudes is fighting life over that whole incident. Yeah, I know. He was in the dude that was in the car. He ain't had nothing to do with it. He didn't even know what was going on. He was asleep. Well, that's what he said. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
the story.
The story was he was out.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. He ended up in that.
See,
He wasn't even on the scene.
wasn't even on the scene. Secondhand sin.
Yeah.
And that's reality. How far do you think that concept is carried in the spiritual sense? It goes real far.
For real. Yeah, you invite demons in your life.
That's the reason why so much mayhem and confusion is brought upon us. We be wondering you be like, wait a minute, I know I ain't doing much. You be like, okay, all right, okay. I think you say I think I ate a little bit too much that one day. You know what I'm saying? I did go back for seconds and thirds. You know what I mean? Maybe I did a little too gluttony or something. You be like, but I didn't know that I was making moves to where I should be getting tripped on like this. You be like, oh man, secondhand sin. Because some people that ain't never done nothing wrong to no one, they don't be out there on that, on that devious stuff, and stuff still be going wrong. You be like, man, we got a lifestyle to where we get secondhand sins. Like, what kind of music do you listen to? Let me start with that. Oh, I listen to rap music. I listen to hip hop. Boom, there you go. What? You're like, man, you have no idea what you're doing. You're co-signing crazy stuff. You're making bonds. Are you agreeing, saying yes? That's how you make a bond too.
That's real.
If I call you on the phone and I make an arrangement with you, there is no shaking hands going down, but there still can be a covenant made, right?
Yeah.
I can call you up right now. Hey, yo, stop. When I come through over there, I'm gonna need you to help me change this tire, man. Before you go off and do. All right. No, man. You for real? Yeah, I'm for real. Enough, man. 100%. His word is bond, like the term the East Coast dudes were using back in the day. My word is bond.
Yeah.
Word is bond. That wasn't just words they were like throwing around. These it came from a biblical foundation. What you saying is for real, man. That was all I really had on that, man. I think you know what I'm saying. I proved the point, or made the point clear. I think everybody should know now from this point on. Don't be a partaker of people's sin. We're not supposed to shake hands. That's right here. And Proverbs 17 and 18. It's real easy to remember. 17 and 18. Look what it says. A man void of understanding strikes hands and becomes surety. A co-signer.
Yeah.
In the presence of his friends. Ooh. That right there is I think the word is called a zinger. Man, that's a zinger.
Yeah, to become surety is like, you know what I mean? You're assuring this person, you know what I mean, of what they just said. Your friend, you know what I mean, whoever it is. You're condoning it. Oh man, you fell off again. That's whack. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Satan and his devices, man. Can't get past them. Says a man void of understanding strikes hands and becomes surety in the presence of the Lord. You know, just so y'all can see, surety You back? Yeah. Did you hear what I said about the like the surety?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I was saying, when somebody, you know what I mean, it becomes a surety with their friends, you know what I mean, after the striking of the hands, that's saying that they just agreed or like made a bond or, you know what I mean, pledged, made an
That's
oath, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
with this person.
that's
That's
right.
you know what I mean, with their friend, whoever.
100%, man. You just now became surety. You just now have became like a security deposit.
Yep. It says in the Genesis,
For his wicked deeds.
Genesis.
He's not talking about. He ain't talking about paying no bill. He's talking about robbing somebody or hurting someone, and you just now became the security deposit. You was his bondsman.
That's right.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wow, when you look inside these scripts and you just slow down and you make actual real sense out of the book, you be like, wow, man, we be needing this book. We need everything that we do. It needs to be readdressed.
That's right.
Right now, I ain't trying to be no Aruba. Yeah, I ain't never
right.
seen
Hey, listen though, you know that word Aruba is close to, you know, when witches they do that Aruba or Abra.
Damn, abracadabra.
They ain't saying Abra, they're saying Aruba.
Damn. That's crazy. That is the trip.
Witches.
Wow. Too close. Too close for coincidence for me. At one point in time, you're gonna have to just go ahead and yield and be like, too close to contact for me to just say coincidence.
Then we just went to the witch's handshake. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And this is talking about shaking hands.
Yup. This is about shaking hands.
Yeah, that's a little bit close for comfort for me, man. I'm looking at it like, I don't know, man. I see where y'all going with that witches stuff, man. Y'all, the Bible is letting us know about y'all. Damn. Fell off again, man. You fell off again. Matter of fact, I want to see what's up with that. Let me see if that witchcraft and handshakes got something to do with that Aruba or that Abra. Didn't get nothing. Yo, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna.
I didn't even know sex with friends was right.
That's it.
Yeah, it kept going off. It went off.
You damn demon legion, you just go somewhere. Going somewhere, and we got the mockers that might say, "Oh, that's God trying to stop you." What you talking about?
What?
Said, "Be not ignorant of Satan's devices."
That's right.
Most people get on this thing right here and dabble in deep into
foolishness,
boob tube, and witchcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. Boob tube and witchcraft. In other words, pornography and a bunch of senseless, frivolous, vain BS.
Yeah, like that dude last night, man. I'm telling you, man, these people are destroyed, man. Remember that dude last night? He was like, man, y'all follow the commandments. He was like, yeah, y'all. His first question was, y'all don't watch X-rated videos? Like, no. It's not even hard to not watch it.
That's crazy too, because he said it like in a matter-of-factly type of tone too.
Yeah, basically like, I know you do. Type
yeah,
shit.
like that was the one. Like, I know you guys can't defeat this one. Hey, you guys say you ain't never watched no porn. I'm like, Wow. So porn has become that normal to everybody to where it's kind of like having a clock on your phone.
Right.
Like you don't have a clock on your phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's how you speak up. That's how you spoke upon porn.
Man, that's real.
I'm like, no, we don't watch porn, man. You're like, what? Man,
For real.
what is going on with you guys these days? I'm like, I know that you guys got some self-control to where it's not this bad. I haven't, you know what I mean? Because I haven't been in that scene since I was a child, man. Like being interested in pornography. Hey, man, I was a child. My age ended with the word teen. You'll say something and I'll be like, how old are you? Something teen? That's when you can catch me with a porn. And I'm not even gonna say you can catch me with a porn, just like being interested. Because I'm a little adolescent, little weirdo. But you get an age, man, and you're like, I don't think that you should be obsessed with pornography, man. You get up into your 20s, there's no reason why you should be in porn. That's just me. Hey, you're asking a regular guy. This is not a biblical or spiritual assessment on it. I'm just telling you just from my experience. I don't think anybody should have an excuse once you're in your 20s. Pornography? Get real, man. For real, man. Get real, man. Go find you somebody. They got places where you can go and actually literally meet up with people that's kind of looking for the same kind of objective as you are.
Yeah.
You don't have to just sit around there and do self-inflicted abuse.
God.
These people are just, I don't know, man. All I gotta say is I'm glad we brought this out too, because the shaking the hand, that right there, you have no idea when you shaking somebody's hand, you shaking hands probably to a manic pervert. He might be manically perverted. Like, come on, dude, take them 2 words that I just now said. I'm talking to the adults. Take 2 words, put them inside your head, and make sense of what I just said. Manically perverted? You don't want to have nothing to do with none of that. That sounds like a nightmare. You're like, what do you mean? Like, oh yeah, I shake hands with manically perverted people. Perverted, like, I don't think, like, no, that's not a good idea, man. They probably are doing way too much. You're like, yeah, that's the physical sense. When we go into the spiritual realm of it, oh wow, man. There's all kinds of snakes and worms and bugs and stuff in the spiritual realm that this person is pushing off on you. Walking up to you like a normal person. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, man. What's up, dog? No, hey, what's up, dog? No more.
I ain't shaking no hands.
Hey, what's up, dog? No more. You're probably, based off of the other dude last night, I'm going to conclude that chances are you're manic perverted. You're manically perverted. And you probably don't even have good hygiene when you come down to doing stuff with the restroom. I ain't shaking your hands for 2 different reasons, spiritual and physical. I'm good. I don't see nobody walk around with no hand sanitizer. I'm serious, man. I be the only Negro, you know what I'm saying, popping up in the mix. Me, Akmalak. I think Spy Dre popped up with one before. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody popping up in the mix with no hand sanitizer. No, I ain't shaking your guys' hands. Too many reasons why nobody should. We got COVID. We got monkeypox. We got manically perverted individuals that they can't even imagine a human being that's not completely sold off into pornography. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is a crazy world right now we live in.
That dude was fighting multiple demons, man. That dude had spirits on him. He probably had it because he did say he was a Christian first. So he was taking on all these people's sins. He don't even know it because that's what they do. He said he was like a preacher. So he's over there touching all these people's hands and heads and stuff. He don't even know it. He's taking all these sins, taking in all these spirits, taking in all these demons, and now he is how he is now.
That's right. And he probably didn't even wash his hands afterwards.
Nope, probably didn't clean. No, they don't wash their hands after that. Dudes go about their day.
And that's crazy because the ceremony says you got to wash your hands after you done just now did that. You lay your hands on somebody, you got to wash your hands or you're going to have their sins.
That's crazy. It's good to keep that what's going on?
Maranatha.
Yeah, Maranatha.
Shalom. What's going on,
Yeah, I heard you speaking about that monkeypox. That shit is fake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the 411 on the monkeypox?
Man, you know how they come out the blue with all these crazy stuff?
Yeah.
And that shit not true. That's some other type of shit.
No, yeah, we as far as in see, this is what we right here on One Nation Set Apart. You know what I mean? We believe the monkeypox is a judgment on these homosexuals, man, because all the homosexuals are getting it, and these bisexual people. You know what I mean? You see these people reporting, you know what I mean, these diseases. You know what I mean? The Most High says that, you know what I mean, these people are going to get a judgment that is meet for them.
That's right.
That's crazy.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't think that we can get it.
Nah, we can't get it.
No.
All that other stuff, it's a myth for the black people. They want us to have monkeypox.
Yeah, exactly.
But we can't
they
get
say
it.
anything about it for only black people's getting it, they lying.
Yeah.
Like, no, man, I've seen all types of nationalities, you know what I mean, report this disease that these people got. And all these people were gay. Come on, all of them. I'm like, well, another gay person. That's why the news even said this is something that's affecting the gay community.
Yeah, and all these damn pills that they be taking and shit. That's coming from that too.
Yeah.
It really does. It comes from all them pills, all the stuff that they be doing when it comes to they whole little sex lifestyle. Cause you know they do a lot of date rape drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
The gay guys, they just do drugs a lot.
It all sound like that.
And the whole drug scene, I mean the gay scene is just drugs everywhere. But there's all demons. All of that stuff. Why you think they act so, you know what I'm saying, so like open with this gay stuff that they is? Because these people, man, they got something is taking over these people now, man. They should be ashamed of that. That should be something a gay person shouldn't even be in public. He should be someone that's ashamed to even show his face in public, but instead they come outside with it, man. You're like, what? Like, man, no, you gotta. There's a spirit behind you now, man. The spirit is behind you, and it's all through the shaking of the hands, the co-signing of people's negative behavior, all the sins and lifestyle that people have, and then taking in that witchcraft medications. These are all witchcraft agents, man. Like pills. You look at the word pharmacist, which pharmacists hand out pills. You look at the word pharmacist in Greek, it's pharmacia, which means sorcery. You like, oh man, damn. So we over here dealing with witchcraft.
Yeah, hey, it even says, look at in the CDC, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, it says modeling the impact of sexual networks in the transmission of monkeypox virus among gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men.
Nasty ass nigga.
So this is what they got. Got a whole little thing on it. The CDC. Saying nothing we making up. Monkeypox.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's definitely a punishment onto the gay. And I'm glad. All praise to the Most High, because they thought that they was going to just keep getting away with it. They run around flamboyant in their parades and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody's even bothered by them anymore. Like, I remember when everybody was all on the same page, but nobody feeling it. then all of a sudden now, just like the same people that I thought would have been standing here with us, like, nah, man, fuck them gays. They be the same
Man.
people talk about, man, my sister's gay, or I got a cousin that's gay, or whoopie whoop, you know, you're like, what? When the hell did everybody start being cool with the gays?
For
No,
real.
it's not cool.
Nope.
It's not cool to be gay. I
Huh.
don't care what life y'all been into.
That's
Like,
right.
That's
Got to
just
be done through the shaking of the hand. And something happened, man.
yeah. Something did happen to them. I don't know, because there's a lot of people I know.
How did even the non-gay people be with gay people?
I don't know. Like I said,
Shaking
I
of the
know my
hands,
old.
man. They cool, like you said. Those people that be cool with them be coming up with excuses like, "Oh, I got this family member," and they shake hands with their family members. That's the first thing people do when they see their family members. What's up, man? And the handshake and bring it in for the hug.
And that actually takes away from your strength. When you shaking hands, when you standing there and you don't know nobody, you got a different spirit. And then the moment that somebody extends that gesture, your guard comes down. Guards come down. You start feeling accepted. You know, you're less combatant. In other words, in a warrior setting, you become weaker.
Oh.
That weakens you. In a survivalist warrior scenario, your suspicion, your doubt, and you're careful. When I say that, I'm talking about calculated steps is what's going to keep you surviving.
Hey, that's true too, because you know when I when I would shake hands with people and I'm not agreeing to like what they're really saying, but I still shake their hand. When I did that, I felt something. I didn't feel right. I didn't feel right when I did it. I felt drained. Felt something happened. I even washed my hands after that. I would even wash my hands afterwards. After I shake or put some hand sanitizer on my hands. Like, man, I don't know, man.
That's right. I ain't trying to eat.
I don't know why I got to do this, but my body's telling me do it now.
Yep. Don't eat with this hand. You better wash this mug before you eat. That's what I'm saying. Oh man. We've been getting attacked and defeated by tactics that we are totally unaware of. We don't know that this is actually one of the ways on how to go to war on black people. If you got these Negroes all in sin, you get enough of these Negroes to sin, and then you make it a cultural practice amongst them to shake each other's hands, man, you are to seal the deal over and over on top of each other. It's gonna reinforce itself. It's gonna be damn near like a self-maintenance machine. It's gonna be self-maintenance. White folks won't have to keep on coming up into here. Listen what I'm saying. White folks won't have to keep on coming up into our neighborhoods and into our communities, infiltrating and talking us in or talking us out of shit. Excuse my language. They won't need to do it. All they need to do is just get enough of them to sin, and then make these dudes shake their hands, shake each other's hands.
Man, these things are important to go. You know what I mean? To go. You know what I mean? It's important to go in these scriptures and know these things, because these people, they look for iniquities in us, so they can still rule over us, so they can destroy us. If as long as it's in us, you know what I mean, and we are going against the commandments, they got power over us.
Right, and we want the ones that created shaking the hand. So this has to be one of their instruments too.
Yeah, one of Satan's devices.
This is one of their devices. We know that the Romans was doing it. We know that the Greeks was doing it.
Yeah. We
know that the Babylonians was doing it, and we know that the Assyrians did it with the Babylonians. That's not Israelite behavior. We actually look in the scriptures, and it's clearly forbidden. Honestly, clearly forbidden from the Old Testament all the way up into the New Testament. It lets us know, like, man, hey, this right here can cause you to lose your reward. What? I said it. It says this right here can cause you to lose
your reward.
your reward. I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, what? Secondhand sinning. Oh, man. Oh, brother, man, I'm cool on it then.
Huh.
And you know what's a trip? When I was like in the 11th grade, when I was like 11, 12 years old, everybody used to shake hands. But me, I didn't shake nobody's hand. I just tapped everybody on their shoulder. I was just like, ball my fist up and I'll just tap your shoulder. Like, pop back. Be like, man, why ain't you shaking my hand? I was like, I didn't even know why. I never had an explanation. I'll just be like, I don't know, man. And I just did it. They hand out, I just tap their shoulder to keep on going. I didn't care who it was. To where people would walk up to me and, like make a weird posture, prostrate themselves weird, and do it to me back. Like, yeah, and I'd be like, look at them like kind of weird, like, what you doing, man? They'd be like, man, you crazy, man. You know how his hand. And he's off. I'd be looking like, I know that is weird. I don't shake none of these motherfuckers' hands. Like, I don't know what's that about. I kind of grew out of it, keeping it real, hanging out with Crips, but
This nigga said hanging out with Chris.
I'm just keeping it real. Crips got me out of that by shaking their hand and throwing a C up.
Yeah.
They got me out of it. Like, hanging out with Crips, it just started, feeling like I'm no longer blending in.
Yeah, it kind of felt like it felt like disrespect if you didn't do it.
That's what I'm saying. I was standing out, and I'm smart enough to know not to stand out. Not all day.
Adapt to your surroundings, man.
Right. So
that's what it is.
I quickly switched it up and was like, I started giving them the hook. But I was thinking to myself, like, as I figured this stuff out, I was like, damn, man, I was really on some real Israelite stuff as a kid. I didn't even know it. Them Crips, man, y'all messed me up. Like, I'm trying to tell you. It ain't nothing to it, man. Gangster rap made me do it. Ain't nothing to it. Gangster rap made me do it. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna sign out with that one. Let me see if I can find that. Y'all heard that before?
Yep.
Who said yeah?
I did.
Marakael?
Yep.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to do it, man.
Hey, yo, I mean, and another thing before we go, it is the putting forth of the hands is real, man. Another thing, when my son comes through, he'll be like, "Dad, this good at school today," and he'll have a paper that says, your son did awesome, whatever. And when the next thing that happens is me and him will shake hands. I'm like, man, right on, keep it up.
Yeah.
I don't do no shaking hands when he do good in school.
Oh, you didn't do it no more?
I don't do no shaking hands.
That's real, man.
Did good? Okay, then keep it up.
I'm about to say the same shit.
Marshall,
Every time you talk to me, I'm like, you shaking people's hands, shit.
So ain't no more shaking of the hands.
Nah, I ain't shaking hands no more. I'm cool with shaking the hands. And I ain't shaking your wrist either.
Yeah, because that's how the Babylonians did it.
The Romans.
Yeah, okay, the Romans. They shook it through the arm.
Yeah, and the camps do that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say all camps, but IUIC does that. IUIC, they'll grab your wrist. They'll grab your forearm. You'll go to shake his hand, and this dude will go all the way up your arm and grab it hard too. You be like, man, what the fuck, man, this nigga. and then guess what he'll do though?
Force you?
No, this dude will tap your shoulder. You ball his fist up and tap your shoulder like when I was a kid, like what I used to do. tap your shoulder, and then put their hand on it. Weird.
Oh, they got a whole little ritual.
You ain't never seen it?
No, bro. I
I've seen
remember.
it.
Hey, when we went up there to IURC that one time, and they did. I remember them. They grabbed the forearm. You know what I mean? But it was like all awkward because I didn't know what the hell they was doing. You know what I mean? So that's when they knew, like, okay, they ain't part of what we doing.
It's
We got a whole thing that people are supposed to be knowing. You know what I mean? These people don't know what we doing. They know how it's sitting either. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I realized that too. Like, you know how I was playing football and shit, and you have to grab their hands and you have to walk up to the field and shit.
Yeah.
I never liked that shit.
Dang. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, the whole team on that end. You guys all on this end, and then you guys all walk and meet together, clapping hands.
Yep. And then you do that greeting handshake.
Yeah.
And I be realizing, like, why we handshaking for, like, and then next you know, like,
this is your enemy
shit
too,
crazy.
and this is your enemy on that
Hey,
field.
you know, and it was all a distraction too. You know what I mean? What sports do is it distracts our people from what they're really supposed to do, because if you pay attention, only few people out of all the people that go to play sports, only a few people actually make it.
Yeah, and they feminine too.
Yeah,
Big brother said
You gotta be feminine.
yeah, feminine. Yeah, what's his name? What's that dude's name? The running back or wide receiver. I think it was a running back for the Cowboys. What's his name? Sal? Yeah, I mean he started.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, Elliott. Elliott's the first dude I ever seen in football that wore a half shirt. Now they do it as a normal now. I'm like,
yeah, he do it. Yeah, he was.
All the football players do it now.
They're wearing a half shirt.
Half shirt.
They brung their shirts up. They jersey up.
Damn.
Like a half shirt.
Like Shanae names.
Wow. I never heard or seen that, man.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Y'all just
like,
told me something new. What the hell?
Yeah, man, this black dude came through. He was like a well-known, like a running back. You know what I mean?
He a running back.
Yeah, he was a well-known running back, and when he came on the scene with a half shirt, and then everybody started copying him.
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped watching sports after that. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped watching football once I seen that dude with the half shirt on.
And see, that's crazy because everybody shook this guy's hand in some way or another.
Yeah,
he's a football player, and he's shaking all these teams. He has to touch every member's team on the opposite team, like Brother Marakael just now pointed out. He said, you know what I'm saying? They all have to do that. And I'm like, oh yeah, they do that. Even in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got this fruit ball cat exposing everybody on the opposite team. And he's doing that all throughout the whole NFL. With his physically conscious or physically transmitted demons. That's what they are. These are PDs, man. Physically.
And they do it at the combine too. They do that shit at the combine. They testing you, see how you react and all that.
Damn.
Crazy.
That's the reason. Yeah. See, that makes a lot of sense. That's the reason why that you look up now, a moment times lapse, and now everybody in the NFL fruity. Or got a little bit of sugar to his tank.
Yeah. And then you see some people got fucking hot water pants on, some fucking tight ass pants, some skinny ass jeans.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
See, and if we look at it as they tell us to turn. Check it out. They tell you that it's germ.
Somebody started echoing. Oh, we all hold on. Say something.
I hope it ain't me.
No, one me. Mute out.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, mute out.
Mute out.
Let me see if it's from your side.
See, the demons, man, because it's like I'm gonna still do it. I'm gonna talk. They want you to believe that it is bacteria on people's head. Nah, man. It's spirits, sin.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cell. Okay, yeah, there it is. We good back. Cell, just mute out when we talking, and then you can talk whenever you want to. Just mute back in. Unmute.
Or press pause on your YouTube.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
So yeah, they want you to believe that it's just bacteria. They're like, the transmission of germs. Wash your hands. Man, they're telling you to wash your hands because that's Levitical.
That's biblical.
Sins. They knowing it.
Watch yoga videos ad-free and practice uninterrupted.
It's not germs. There's no such thing. It's actually demons. Even when they show you the little guys, they're like, this is a germ guy. They're like, man, that ain't no germ guy. That ain't nothing but just a demon. Just at a microscopic level. This is what he's looking like. Let me get it.
Oh, yeah, on the commercial.
Yeah, man. What am I doing?
Who you talking about? The Germex, Marcel?
Yeah.
the green thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might. Okay, everybody's seen it. Okay, well, I might get a copyright strike showing it. But I'll say it like this. This is the.
Well, just put the copyright thing up there.
They still been hitting me.
What? They can't do that.
Man, man, hit me up. I'm talking about almost all of them.
Wow.
We got way more copyright strikes than we have not copyright strikes. Within the last, in the last year.
What they talking about, the beat?
No.
I think they might be hitting me with either. That could be one of them. That makes a lot of sense because something changed. Whatever it was that I started doing recently, it caused me to get a strike. And then whoever said that, I think you just now hit it right on the nail. That was it.
Or somebody must be reporting you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It could be other people's channels too. Like say, you know what I mean? It could be anything. You know, because I went through the things that, you know what I mean, YouTube can kick you off for, man. They got all types of stuff. I'm talking about just all types of stuff they can kick you off. They can ban you from YouTube for.
Yeah, this right here. Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This. I think this is these people's beats.
Yeah, but we rapping on. I don't know why they tripping.
I don't think you're allowed to do anything on top of their beats.
Are they selling them?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I never really looked into it. I just was like, hey man, these some cool beats. They play for a long time. Sounds like something that I can use. And then all of a sudden now it's like entrapment. Oh,
yeah, YouTube, they be doing some weird stuff lately.
It's like I feel like I was set up for it. You like, y'all set me up. What else am I supposed to do with these damn beats?
Like they would try to set you up, do some shit, but shit, they can't stop you from making another one.
No.
That's one thing they can't do.
That's true. And I know where to get free beats that you know what I mean, you don't get sued for it anyway, so I'm just going to start going through that. I'm just being, I'll say, you know, slothful, but whatever. I'll just repent and live my life. Watch this. demons. Everybody knows. This is what a demon will look like. Demons.
Demon. Demon.
So basically, they said they transferring demons into you when you shake their hand.
Yeah, man. Could be co-signing. We don't know what's going on.
No.
That's insane. That middle one, that one right there, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Really? All right. My people are destroyed. They are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. That you shall not be no priest to me. Seeing you has forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget your children. See that? And as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. Like when you get the high five and you shake hands, that is a gesture of glorification. Oftentimes people are shaking hands or giving you that modern high five, you know what I'm saying, the daps or whatever we do, as a glorification of some type of action or something that was just said. Boom. Well, God says, I turn your glory, I turn your handshaking into shame. Not saying that's all of this with that meant. I know that it means overall, turn your glory into shame. But I'm just saying, one of the things that we use to glorify today is the shaking of the hand. And God, like, I'm gonna mess up all that. And a lot of different things that we do, God turns into negative things. Like cars with big rims. We like that. We glorify some kind of status of level of success. When we were back in the days when people were buying all them cars and doing stuff like that. I used to be one of them. You have a scraper. Man, you glorifying in your success on whatever street hustle that you pulling off. But at the same time, man, everybody wanted to kill me at the exact same time. I had more enemies than I couldn't even keep up with. I had people following me home, all kinds of mess. You're like, wow, oh, okay. So God said it like, I'm tripping on you Negroes, and y'all ain't gonna know how y'all gonna get hit because y'all niggas don't study the Bible. You don't study the Bible, you ain't gonna know nothing. You gonna be sitting out here with germs. No, when you shook his hands and you caught the flu, it wasn't because you didn't wash your hands. It's because that dude was a manic porno dude. I forgot the word I was using. It was real graphic, but it was educational, and nobody couldn't say they was offended by it. But it was good. It was like they was manically perverted or something like that. Man, he's manically perverted. All right. You shook his hand, and he said something weird too earlier that day. You know what I'm saying? You was right there too, like yeah. Now you caught the flu.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. God is whipping on you now. He's like, no, okay, slow your roll, man. You just on some co-signing, accepting every damn thing somebody say type level, huh? Like, man, sit down. And that's what we on, man. I'm this day now. I'm like, we ain't supposed to be shaking people's hand. That's weird.
Yeah, and actually it is. You know what I mean? Well, part of it too is that they didn't wash their hands too. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, after you you know what I mean, rebuke a sinner or say for say if you trying to do the laying of the hands that the was doing in the New Testament, they would have to wash their hands after that. Because those sins that, you know what I mean, they was healing those other people from.
That's right, man.
Those demons. It ain't even sins. Them demons.
If you really look at it, man, yeah, these are demons because the sins is just the foundation. Highlight. It's like we're gonna highlight the foundation of what's about to be popping off. You know what I'm saying? But we know that sins turn into curses.
God.
We know that. So we're gonna look at it and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just now brought on some curses on yourself.
Yelling
Right? So that, and we know that according to Sirach 39 and verse 28, we know that those curses are played out through spirits that's hired by God. So then you're like, oh, so now you can even change it to you just now got yourself some demons. That's tight.
God.
That's tight. That's tight to know. Because
Shaking no hands.
and bacteria.
What about the bump?
Huh?
What if you get somebody to bump?
It's the same thing, man. You're not even supposed to say, yeah. If somebody says, I'm about to be doing some wicked stuff, hell to the year, man. Like, no. You get tripped off for that. Leviticus 5. So when somebody, so you can imagine if somebody says something, I'm about to do some wicked stuff, and then you give them some dap. You know, of course. See, this is the thing that we got to understand, though, about the hand. The hand is a private part. Yeah, I said it. That your hands don't belong to nobody. Your hands ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Those are your hands for you to experience the universe. When I mean, I'm not talking about planetary, interplanetary or galactic stuff. I'm talking about anything around you, everywhere you go. You got 5 senses, man. You get what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be rubbing your eyeballs on other people's eyeballs, right?
No.
You get what I'm saying? You know, rubbing our ears on other people's ears. We taste with our mouths. You don't just swap tongues and swap saliva with everybody that you come across, because we all know all that stuff is whack.
Yep.
All right. You ain't sitting up in your nose around on everybody. You ain't sniffing every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? You ain't going around sniffing. And we don't sniff each other. You're not allowed to walk up on me and sniff me. I'm not about to be coming up around over there sniffing all up on you. But all of a sudden now all of a sudden you can rub all on me. What? Man, I said it. Back it up. All of a sudden now you can rub all upon me. What kind of sadistic Greek homosexual Roman bath public stuff going on around here? What you talking about? What happened? You're not allowed to rub.
Shit, man, it's not.
Your eye ain't allowed to touch my eyes. Your nose is not allowed to touch my nose. Your mouth ain't allowed to touch my mouth.
Feet.
Your ears ain't allowed to touch my ears. But all of a sudden, on my 5th sense, the most common sense. What? The most common sense. You all up in it.
People steady defiling their hands, man.
That's my private part.
You steady defiling your receptors.
That's one of the exactly, man. That's one of your most sensitive areas on your body. Why is it?
It's one of the most important parts.
Why is the same design and setup on your hand is on your feet, and your feet is one of the most receptive spots on your body? What are you talking about? You walking around with your feet And you could be soaking up all kinds of stuff. You can't just be standing around and nothing with your feet. You get drunk and put on some socks that's wet and go to bed, your feet will soak up that water. Yeah, I said it. And you won't have no hangover. Guaranteed. Every time. What's up? But all of a sudden now, you gonna take your feet ain't allowed to touch my feet. When the last time you rubbed your foot on a man's foot? Yeah, I know. Now it don't sound so cool. You ain't seeming so smooth and with the hit times no more, right? Yeah. Because now you on here, you done went into the realm of all of a sudden now what? My hand is a private part. I'm supposed to be eating with this. I ain't supposed. What the heck? Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be just taking this and making this common. I literally don't have nothing else to eat with. I gotta eat with these things, man. What the heck? I ain't shaking your hand. Excuse me, my people. I'm bugging out. I'm out of here. One nation set apart. Battle like spinning ass. Akmalak Torah.
Khan.
Yo.
Akmarakael in the house. I'm just telling you, man. Done. Anybody else got anything to say on that, man?
Yo, soft.
I don't know. Hey, man. I don't know. Maybe, hey, man. Maybe I went too deep. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I took.
No, that was the word.
But I'm gonna say like,
get out.
My hand. That's my private part. My hands belong to me.
Man.
Who taught me to be rubbing my hands all the time? Who taught you to be rubbing your hands on mine? I don't even like the way that it feels. That stuff don't feel right. People's hands, it varies. Women's hands, okay, yeah, it feels soft. A little baby hands, like cool, okay, little kid baby hand. Got this callous ass hand from this Negro or this Edomite or this Paisa been mowing lawns all day. Now he's shaking your hand. Get about it. Cool. I don't want all that. I don't need to be accepted that much. I'll just stand there. That's it. I'm giving you that. I'm just gonna just be like, yeah, you know, pat my chest, do a 1-up or something, or just say it. Like, oh man, I don't even be shaking hands because those are sins, man. Yeah, man. You never know what you might get from me. I never know what I might get from you.
Man.
And it's hope that people just learn. Why beat around the bush? I can't be shaking hands anymore. What? You like?
I ain't shaking no hands. I ain't taking no sins. Never will I do that again. Gotta watch out for these snakes again. Yeah, y'all. No, that's probably I ain't gonna rap on this beat. They might try to strike.
Oh yeah, I did rap on the last. I did get striked on the last one we did, and I rapped on the last one.
Yeah, see, that's y'all. These beats be cool. They be catchy.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Like you gonna sit here and do entrapment on me? You gonna give me a dope beat, and then you ain't gonna expect me not to kick it? What?
Man.
Stop me with a dope beat. And then you say, yeah, go live. I'm like, go live? All right, I'll go live on your platform and work for you for free. Don't think that I don't realize don't think that I don't know what I'm doing. I know that I work for you guys for free. Like, yeah, I'm going ahead and go do. I go work for you guys for free.
And it's promotion, man. They just tripping.
And then I want to use the beat that you gave me, and all of a sudden now you talking about, oh yeah, nigga, now you done it. I'm like, what? What do you mean? You really messed up this time. And they say you like, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? You get those strikes, you cannot get monetized or nothing. He's like, oh, whatever. Oh, good thing I wasn't looking to be trying to become a YouTube sensation. All right. With that being said, man, don't say that you ain't been warned. I warned myself. And honestly, man, matter of fact, before we go, man, let me take it to one more, man. This is this right here. It says, therefore, I'm at Hebrews 6:1. Y'all see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, he says, therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ, let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works, and of faith toward God, not laying again faith toward God, not laying again of the baptism, of the doctrine of baptism, not laying again of the laying on of the hand, and not laying again of the resurrection of the dead and of eternal judgment. And this, you see that?
Yeah.
It's saying clearly, don't have to repeat the same doctrine.
Yeah, don't have to repent again. Don't have to, you know what I mean, ask for forgiveness for your sins.
Right.
That's what it's saying.
Do not have to repeat.
Resurrection of the dead, that's you. The only way you die is if you break the commandments.
Right.
The only way that you got to have laying on the hands is it, you know what I mean, or the only time you put forth the hand or lay on the hands is because of sin. In both instances.
He said, so that's true, man. So I'm like, okay. So don't do it to where you have to actually have to lay the foundation of this again. Like don't make it to where you have to start over doing this stuff. Because it's crazy. Because I say that because I knew this, but I didn't know it in the way that I knew it. I just knew that I'm like, oh, like because I read the book, I read it. It's, I read 2 John before, and when it said it's like, oh, don't be partakers of his evil deeds, I was like, all right, cool, but I didn't understand how deep it was going and the serious implications behind it. I didn't, but I knew that it was wrong. I was like, oh yeah, cool. So they're saying, don't be shaking hands. It's not cool. You are co-signing the things that they're doing. But I didn't understand. I was still without understanding. I didn't know that I was literally adopting their demons. Didn't know that this is actually some real transferring of sins and spirits going down. So he says, and this will we do if God permits. We'll pull this off if God allows us to be able to summon up the spirit to pull this off. For it is impossible for those who were once enlightened and have tasted of the heavenly gift and were made partakers of the Holy Ghost and have tasted the good word of God and the powers of the world to come, if they shall fall away to renew them again unto repentance, seeing they crucified to themselves the Son of God afresh, all over again, and put him to an open shame. For the earth that drinks in the rain that comes often upon it, and brings forth herbs that's appropriate for them, by whom it is dressed, receives blessing from God. But that which bears thorns and briars is rejected. So who are these right here that's drinking of the rain? Nobody knows? Well, the earth right here is being used in a metaphor. This is a metaphor. It's
You said
metaphor.
who's the her?
Huh?
Who's the her?
The earth is there, right here. This is being used as for the earth which drinks in the rain that comes often upon it, and brings forth herbs meet for them, by whom it is dressed, receives blessing from God. Do you think that this scripture is for us to learn about plants and soil?
Yes.
This is talking about a person. For the earth, it drinks the rain. The rain is the word of God. Drinking it is actually taking it and actually putting it into actual their lifestyle that comes often upon it. They're staying and meditating in the word. They bring forth herbs. That's true. Meat for them, by whom it is blessed. Christ and the apostles receives blessings from God. But that which bears thorns, those are sins, and briars is rejected, and is near unto cursing, whose end is to burn.
Dang. Affliction.
Yeah. See that?
Dried up.
So it's like, that's why he says right here, don't relay this foundation, in other words, or not laying again. Don't relay the foundation of, saying repentance from dead works. You know what I mean? So for me to have to relay that would be by me doing some stuff wrong that I know I shouldn't have been doing. Or doing something wrong, like basically, doing something wrong that you already been doing before, and that you turned from, and you went back. Dead works.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, like birthday parties, holidays, Christmas. Those are dead works. People will try to celebrate those things and thinking that they're doing something, righteous and humane and morally accurate, or whatever. And these are dead works. So he said, and the faith toward God, like, don't have to relay the foundation of the faith toward God, relaying the faith toward God to somebody. Like, I gotta readdress this. I gotta build my faith back up. Like people say, well, I was down with it, but then I started just doing this and stuff. You're like, Paul is telling us, don't be like that. This is something that you would tell somebody before they falling off. And right at the moment before they falling off, like, man, I'm thinking about just going back to being normal. He's like, no, man, don't do this. Don't go back to normal. Don't take that blue pill.
Don't be a dog returned back to his vomit.
Right. He said, another doctrine of baptisms. That's that washing away all of our filthiness and our idolatry.
Yeah.
And the laying on of hands. Right?
Yep.
There we go, right there, letting us know, like, man, because there is some real serious implications behind the laying on of hands. In Leviticus 16, 20 to 26, that was clear that that is a transferring process of sins, ultimately of demons. And resurrection of the dead. So you got a lot of people, man, like I said, they'll fall off. They'll be like, oh man, you know what I mean? All I want to do is just, you know what I mean, raise dogs. I don't want to be an Israelite no more. Like as if you cannot be, like a Chinese man cannot be a China man. Like you can just decide, like I'm not Chinese, or like a guy from Pakistan is no longer Pakistani. Like no, you an Israelite, now you just a dog, wicked Israelite. Said of the doctrine of baptism and laying on of hands and of resurrection of the dead and of eternal judgment. You shouldn't have to readdress that to people. We shouldn't have to readdress that to ourselves. We shouldn't have to relay that foundation. This is actually what is at stake. And we will, and this, if God permits, which is not relaying those things, but going from Christ unto perfection. Like right here. Therefore, leaving the full of the doctrine of Christ, let us go on unto perfection. See that? And he tells you why. Because it's impossible if those who were once enlightened. That's why I was like, dang, all right. Now, I hope God accepts basically my excuse. I hope I'm justified. I hope he accepts my justification. I'm like, yeah, I hope I'm justified, because I was like, dang, I kind of always knew this, but I didn't know it like that. Today, I know it in a way to where I've been looking at a person like, man, watch out, man. You have no idea what the heck you try to do right now. You just don't know. Yeah, I know. It's going to be tough. Yeah, I know. There's going to be some scenarios where it's going to be definitely awkward. That's going to be your test. That's where you're going to be the guy that's going to have to, God is giving you the opportunity to figure out how to solve that issue. And then when you figure it out, you'll be able to come back to the congregation and to your people, come back to Israel and let us know, like, hey, this is how you handle this. Like, oh, okay. Because it's going to be like one, I can imagine one instantly, crunch time, hanging out with a bunch of gang members, crunch time, going down, seeds coming up. What? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Crunch time. That's right. Yeah, man. Did this scripture go along with what we were talking about? All right, that's a minute to make sure. Okay, cool. You guys got the point clear enough to where, like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, I'm not even trying to say it. This is what the scripture is saying, and I believe what it's saying. Do we agree that this is what it's saying?
Yes.
Dang.
That was a deep one.
Yeah, that was deep.
Do you see that, Morakael? Do you see that up in there though? Did you see what we was reading?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Letting us know, man, not to be putting forth our hand.
Yep, I see it.
Not to be sinning, not to allow people to sin.
Yep.
And when you see somebody in sin, definitely, first of all, don't agree to it. And if they put their hand out, don't shake it. And you gotta say something against it.
Yeah. Or you'll be a partaker.
Yep.
That means you are going to you'll be going down with this shit. I'm not trying to go down with the ship of iniquity and rebellion. I don't want to go down with that shit. Paul told us, he said, don't lose. Don't lose what you've been working for. You can lose all that progress on some simple, small
Shaking
little
hand.
thing like just shaking the hand. Listening to the music. Don't even know, man.
Yeah.
We be inviting these curses on ourselves without even knowing it. That is crazy, man. And God already told us He don't care. That's in Leviticus 4 and Leviticus 6. God lets us know He don't care whether you know it or not. He said, "Oops, you're." I'm like, wait a minute, what? He like, bad. That's, you know what I mean? That's your bad. You need to figure it out. That's your problem. I'm like, dang. All right. Okay, you need to check it. You need to check out the Bible a little bit more. You're like, oh man.
Even though, you know what I mean, I go through stuff.
I
said, even though I be going through some stuff, you know what I mean, because, you know what I mean, sometimes I do be feeling, okay, most time I might be tripping. But what did I do? You know what I mean? It'd be stuff I didn't know. Put it forth for the hands. You know what I mean? I still thank the Most High, though, for this mercy that He's, you know what I mean, showed upon me.
That's right. Me too, man.
Because, you know what I mean, the only way you get mercy is through suffering. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. There's only one way you can get mercy. That's real. That is real.
Well, yeah, man, that's the song. That's the cue for us to go ahead and get up out of here, man.
All right, man.
We gotta, you know what I mean, get this song going down because this computer or whatever, you know what I mean, the Satan and his devices, man, he's up to no good right now. He's working in overtime on the Israelites.
Yeah.
This is a good video though, man. It was very well needed.
Sure was.
Huh?
I said, yep, sure was.
Yeah, I can't wait till somebody try to shake my hand. I'm like, hey, bro, I want to shake hands. I don't know what's really going on, man. I'm not saying that you wicked or anything. I just don't know what's going on with you, bro.
You gotta be careful with the job interviews too.
Man, I'll let them know I don't shake hands.
Man, now I know. I'll be wearing the wine. They be trying to. Now I know. I'm like, hell no. Gotta let them know.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, I don't shake hands. My word is bond. I don't need you to shake my hand in order to, you know what I mean, make a bond with you, bro, or to agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
And when I meet you, I'm gonna let you know. Okay. Hi, how's it going? My name is whatever. You know what I mean? You say your name, and that's all you need to do. Then let's get on with this interview.
Yep.
I don't need to shake your hand.
Tsunami.
There he is. Finna have you back.
And then where it's going.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's insane. You know, the demons. Whatever. Hey, we did that.
It's supposed to be going to LA.
Well, made it happen now.
Ah.
We all know what to do. There's some
Car.
patience behind shaking the hand, and we got to be on our toes. All let us know. Did y'all miss me when I said because all praises to the Most High, Bahashan Yahweh Mashiach. Why? Because through Christ, all this stuff right here made the letters of Paul relevant. Before, without Christ, we don't know what Paul would have been writing about and what his letters would have went.
Car.
But since Christ hit the earth and did his walk and laid out instructions for us to follow after, it motivated these brothers to do what they did and say what they said, and to highlight and to revert us back to Exodus 23 and 1 and Leviticus 16 and 20 and let us know what's going on when it comes down to our hands. Those are private parts. That ain't something that you just loosely toss around to strangers at bars and stuff. You don't do it.
Car.
You don't toss this around to white men. You know what you're doing when you shake a white man's hand? You know what you're doing?
What you doing for that?
Pay for what how they treat you. He's getting away with it. I know that's what they thinking. I know. I know some of them thought it.
Mm-hmm.
Shake your head.
So shake your hand again.
Like, damn, that nigga right there had no idea how bad I be. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? These Negroes, they
Yeah, he probably ain't never suck a Negro's hand ever in his life, and you was the first Negro to shake his hand. He was like, "Yeah, got me one."
Right. And they still.
I finally got me one that agreed to this system, and then they'll even like talk, like say for instance, if you shake like some white man hand, man, and you talk to this person, he's actually tripping on your people and seeing if you tripping too.
Right. Find out he's nothing but an idiot guy. Just coming through, crouching, and even sometimes even humbling themselves.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, them dudes, man, you piss them off or you start squashing their whole ideology and their paradigms, and you'll find the true snake in them. To that viper real quick. That racist viper. Racist, vicious vipers. And then there's like, you talk about hate, like, tell me when I'm lying. What? Yeah, I said it. Tell me when I'm lying, though. You can call me racist and all that other stuff, but I can tell you this one. Just let me know when I lie. I don't care about all the other false words that don't even really exist in the Bible. Let me know when I lie. Because ain't nobody gonna be able to deny that this stuff ain't facts. They're not gonna be able to deny that these are facts. These are real facts. Vicious. Be careful. They got these instruments set up. Got you over here sharing devils. Got you over here shaking hands, sharing all these devils. Got you over here sharing these sins, and now you about to be living like rebels. Even though you ain't sinning, white folks are still grinning because they know they about to be winning. Because you don't know Nathan. The devices of Satan got you out here looking like you don't even know nothing, dried up like some Daytons. I don't know. I'm just over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, I'm done.
All right, y'all, man.
All right.
Shalom, man.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Veronica.
Veronica.
Kala ha ba ba shem y'all shah ma shah ba shem the rock Kadash.
but the real show respect. When I'm dead and gone, please declare these mighty. I'm here to fight the good fight and finish the race. Take me to the prime minister, release these restraints. Exiled by our own country, trying to be saints. Label enemy of the state, but we ain't pumping our brakes. They and rebel, so it gets real in the field. If these words get then you feel how I feel. They put a target on my back, and plus they put a target on your back. J. Edgar Hoover put eyes on the projects. Ronald Reagan put valves in the projects. They blamed it on Pablo. They blame us for a lot, though. They can't defame the legacy. These demons got their eyes closed. They blamed it on Tupac. They blamed it on Malcolm. These demons got their eyes closed. They'll never see the outcome. They can't defame the legacy. These demons got their eyes closed. They blamed it on Tupac. They blamed it on Malcolm. These demons got their eyes closed. They'll never see the outcome. They blinded and they'll never see the outcome. New breed until the world over. That's from Arizona to California to Macedonia, from Albania and Angola to Sweden, the whole United Kingdoms, Barbados and England, Belize, Bolivia. Take it all the way to Syria, the depths of Costa Rica, Haiti, Jamaica, Kenya, Venezuela. Let me tell you, the spirit steady moving, no paraphernalia. I was born to be a failure, but I rise above. But you bound to take a L if you showing some love. They'll show you a mug and then they'll give you a slug. But we rose above. They'll never see the outcome. They disbelieving while we preaching. They got the They'll never see the outcome. They'll never see the outcome.